Yes, students, our next topic is simple pendulum. Simple pendulum is made up of metal ball which is called bob. The bob is attached to a thread. Thread is fixed at one end. Now simple pendulum, it will undergoes periodic motion. Periodic motion means it repeat itself after a specific interval of time. Means कुछ time के बाद ये अपने आप को repeat करता है. Have you seen any pendulum clock? The pendulum, it repeats itself after a specific interval of time. So it will undergoes periodic motion. Now next is oscillatory motion. Oscillatory motion means it will undergoes oscillations like a swing. When we displace this bob from its mean position and then we release it, then it will undergo to and fro motion. To and fro motion means forward and backward motion. Now one complete forward and backward motion is called one oscillation. This is mean position. These two are extreme positions. When we displace the bob of the pendulum from its mean position and take the bob to extreme position and then we will release it, then we will notice that firstly it will goes from one extreme position to its mean position and then to other extreme position and then come back to its mean position and then again returns to its extreme position, initial position. तो इस कंप्लीट को हम एक ऑसिलेशन बोलते हैं. लिसन, मैनी ऑफ द स्टूडेंट्स आर कन्फ्यूज्ड. वो सोचते हैं कि एक एक्सट्रीम पोजीशन से दूसरे एक्सट्रीम पोजीशन तक जब गया तो उसको एक ऑसिलेशन बोलते हैं, बट एक्चुअली दिस इज़ नॉट करेक्ट. एक्चुअली जब ये एक्सट्रीम पोजीशन से पहले मीन पोजीशन की तरफ गया, फिर मीन से दोबारा दूसरे वाले एक्सट्रीम पोजीशन पे गया, दोबारा से वापस ये वाले एक्सट्रीम पोजीशन पे आया, तब हम उसको बोलेंगे कि उसने एक ऑसिलेशन कंप्लीट किया. This complete is one oscillation, not this one only. Now next is time period. Time period is the time taken by the pendulum to complete one oscillation. Complete one oscillation को करने के लिए कितना time लगता है? That is called the time period of the pendulum. Now based on this there are numericals. A simple pendulum takes 10 seconds to complete 5 oscillation. Find the time period of the pendulum. Now we know that the time period of the pendulum is the time taken by the pendulum to complete one oscillation. You know this thing? The time period of the pendulum is time taken by pendulum to complete one oscillation. Now we know that to complete 5 oscillations, the pendulum takes 10 seconds. So we can calculate the time taken by the pendulum to complete one oscillation like this. It will be 2 seconds. Time taken by 5 oscillations is 10 seconds. Time taken by one oscillation is equals to 10 divided by 5. That is 2 seconds. Now next question is, time period of pendulum is 3 seconds. Calculate the time taken by pendulum to complete 10 oscillations. Now you know that the time period of pendulum is the time taken to complete one oscillation. Now time period is given, means time taken by pendulum to complete one oscillation is given to you. It is 3 seconds. Time period means the time taken by the pendulum to complete one oscillation. That is given to you. That is 3 seconds. Now, if the time taken by the pendulum to complete one oscillation is given to you, you can calculate the time taken by it to complete 10 oscillations. Now, the time taken by the pendulum to complete 10 oscillation is 3 multiplied by 10. That is equals to 30 seconds. Now next is distance time graph. Now if you have given any data, on the basis of that data you have to show the distance time graph You will show the time on x-axis and distance on y-axis. You can also specify the units in brackets. This time is independent variable. This time is independent variable, while the distance is dependent variable. Listen, time is independent variable because टाइम ने तो अपना ही चलना है, टाइम डजेंट डिपेंड ऑन एनीथिंग. बट जो डिस्टेंस है उसको हम मेजर करते हैं विद रिस्पेक्ट टू टाइम कि 1 आवर में इस कार ने कितना डिस्टेंस ट्रेवल किया, 2 आवर्स में कितना डिस्टेंस ट्रेवल किया. सो डिस्टेंस डिपेंड्स ऑन टाइम. डिस्टेंस इज डिपेंडेंट वेरिएबल, टाइम इज इंडिपेंडेंट वेरिएबल. नाउ data is given to you, time and position from the starting point. You have to draw distance time graph and also classify this into uniform and non-uniform motion. Now observe the data. 9 am to 9:05 am means 5 minutes. 9:05 am to 9:10 am means again 5 minutes. Next 5 minutes. And again this also 5 minutes, again 5 minutes. Now see the distance position. Now at 9 am it starts its journey. Now this is 5 kilometers, this is again 5 kilometers, 5 kilometers and 5 kilometers. Now you are observing that in first 5 minutes the car has travelled 5 kilometer distance. In next 5 minutes again 5 kilometer distance is travelled. Next 5 minutes 5 kilometer distance. Next 5 minutes 5 kilometer distance. So equal distance is travelled in equal interval of time means this is uniform motion. Uniform motion means if any object covers equal distance in equal interval of times. Now we will draw distance time graph. Distance on y-axis and time on x-axis. Now the distance we will specify here in minutes. Distance in kilometers and time in minutes. Now from starting of the journey after 5 minutes means here after 5 minutes car has travelled the distance 5 kilometers after 5 minutes. So you will put the point here. After 5 minutes it has covered 5 kilometers distance. Put the point here. Now after 10 minutes of its journey means at 9:10 am it covers 10 kilometer. After 10 minutes it covers 10 kilometer. After 10 minutes it covers 10 kilometer distance. Now after 15 minutes means at 9:15 am it covers 15 kilometers. After 15 minutes it covers 15 kilometers. After 15 minutes it covers 15 kilometers. Now after 20 minutes means 9:20 am it covers 20 kilometers. After 20 minutes from its starting journey it has covered 20 kilometers. Now join these points, you will get straight line graph. Straight line graph is observed in case of uniform motion. Now again data is given to you. Draw distance time graph and classify into uniform and non-uniform motion. At 9 o'clock it has started its journey, means covered 0 kilometer distance after 5 minutes. 5 minutes. This again is 5 minutes. Next interval is of also 5 minutes. Again 5 minutes. In this first 5 minutes, it has covered 4 kilometer distance. In next 5 minutes, it has covered 2 kilometer distance. In next 5 minutes, it covers 3 kilometer distance. 9 minus 6, 3 kilometers distance. Now in next 5 minutes, it has covered 2 kilometer distance. 11 kilometer minus 9 kilometer means 2 kilometer distance. Now this distance is not uniform, not even, equal नहीं है distance, so it is non-uniform motion. Non-uniform motion means unequal distance in equal interval of time. This is non-uniform motion. When an object covers unequal distance in equal intervals of time, then the object is said to have non-uniform motion. Now we will draw distance time graph. Again the same thing, time on x-axis and distance on y-axis. Units are also specified. Now we will take equal gap here, 5, 5, 5, 5, and also of 2, 2 here. Now we will start after 5 minutes. The car has travelled, in first 5 minutes, the car has travelled, covered 4 kilometer distance. After 5 minutes, it has travelled 4 kilometer distance. Now after 10 minutes, it has covered 6 kilometer distance. 6 kilometer distance. Now after 5 minutes means after 15 minutes of starting its journey, it has covered 9 kilometers. Means 9 kilometers, I think it is here, 9 kilometer. Now next is after 20 minutes, it has covered 11 kilometers. Means here. Now join these points. This is not straight line. This is not straight line. So this is non-straight or curved path. This type of graph is in non-uniform motion.